Heidi-ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red version. When we left off, we took on a huge mess of trainers, and we still got one more. But this is it. No, I did not touch you. Stop poking me! She has a new Pokemon. I do know that she had a Jigglypuff, so that's like the other new Pokemon we're going to be seeing in battle today. Jigglypuff are also found on this route, but we're not going to be catching one, so there's really no point. I'm not going to use a Jigglypuff for anything. In fact, I should probably use Tackle instead of Water Gun, because Jigglypuff do have fairly high special defense. In fact, the Tackle seems to be doing more damage. Or, Water Gun seems to be doing more damage anyway. Yeah, Water Gun was doing more damage. But that's okay. We don't need to heal Captain Floofers or anything right now because this was the last fight of the route. That's it. Yep, that's it. And Floofers is evolving. Yep, this is what happens. Pokemon Evolution. Captain Floofers is now a Wartortle. He's still called Captain Floofers, but he's a Wartortle now instead of a Squirtle. Route 4 is at the foot of Mount Moon. Actually, I think Route 3 just goes to Route 4, I think, and then Route 4 goes through Mount Moon into Cerulean City, but, you know what I mean. I think I better take a rest. That tunnel from Cerulean takes a lot out of you. Route 3. Okay, no, we're still on Route 3. Route 4 is on the other side of Mount Moon. And there are people here to talk to, but they're not going to fight you. Ouch, I tripped over a rocky Pokemon, Geodude. Geodude is a Pokemon we're going to be catching. Mount Moon Tunnel entrance. Let's heal up and talk to some people around here. Because, why not? No reason not to. Pokemon are fighting fit. Alrighty. There's always this dude who's on a bench here. If you have too many Pokemon, you should store them via PC. Yeah, we know that. I have 6 Pokeball set in my belt. Most you can carry 6 Pokemon. Yes, I said that. Team Rocket attacks Cerulean citizens. Team Rocket is always in the news. Hello there. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just 500 money. What do you say? I say no. No? I'm only doing this as a favor to you. Yeah, stow your favors. Magikarp is an absolutely useless Pokemon. It is not worth having unless you want to get all the Pokedex stuff. It only knows Splash, it learns Tackle at level 15, and at level 20 it does evolve into Gyarados, which can be considered is a fairly popular Pokemon and can be considered fairly powerful. But it is a dual water flying type. And if we see any Gyarados in this game, they're going down in one turn because any electric type move I'll do against it will kill it in one hit. I'm going to go ahead and save the game in front of Mount Moon. Now saving. Alrighty. We're pretty much prepared for Mount Moon. And it's brown. We're going to be seeing a lot of this Pokemon. It's probably the Pokemon I'm thinking of. Yep, it's Zubat. Zubat are Poison-Flying type Pokemon that know Leech Life, which is a Bug-type move. Zubat are everywhere in caves. And lucky us, we're going to be walking around this cave quite a bit. I actually want to put Pikachu up front because we'll be running into a lot of Zubat, which he can kill fairly easily with his Thunderbolt, or Thunder Shock. And he'll get some experience doing so. But I'm also going to be walking around, because there's items around. There's also trainers to fight in here. Figure I may as well. There are three other Pokemon that live in Mount Moon as well. Geodude, which is a Rock and Ground type Pokemon. Well, we've seen Geodude before, actually. Brock had one. However, we're going to get one as well, because that's going to be our rock-ground type for the game, pretty much. We've got a potion, that's not bad. There's also Paris, which is a bug and grass-type Pokemon, which, depending on who you ask, can be fairly useful. And CLEFAIRY, which is a normal-type Pokemon, kind of like Jigglypuff, which is very, very rare. Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? Yeah, that's what happens when you just walk up to and talk to a trainer. Pretty much, they'll just initiate a fight without doing the Metal Gear Solid thing. But he's a bug-type trainer, so we're gonna switch to Harold. But yeah, it's very, very unlikely that we're going to see a CLEFAIRY in here. Usually when I play this game, I do try to go for the Pokédex stuff, and I've spent hours trying to find, before I found, like, searching Pokemon before I found CLEFAIRY. More than likely, we might not see a Geodude unless we actually hunt for one, because 99% of the time, pretty much, we're going to be finding Zubat. Lester's level 11. And I guess while I have a chance to talk about it, because we did have a Pokemon that just evolved, Pokemon can evolve in a number of ways. There aren't a lot of ways that one can evolve in the red, blue, yellow versions. It's mainly either by level, which is going to be like 70% of the time. There are some Pokemon that will evolve when you give them certain evolutionary stones, which we'll be able to obtain later. And also, there are 4 Pokemon that can evolve via trading. And the music slowed down there for a bit. I guess there was a glitch. I hope I don't have like a haunted creepypasta version of a ROM or something like that. That would be quite unfortunate. We're going to be seeing demented, dismembered Pokemon and stuff. Beware, Zubat is a bloodsucker. Okay. I think this trainer actually has a CLEFAIRY, so we'll at least get to see one in battle, but we're probably not going to see one in the wild. I do enjoy reading those creepypastas sometimes. They're fairly amusing. I know that, you know, they're all pretty much fake. But yeah, ones I particularly enjoy, what was it, the Lost Silver was good, Easter Egg, Snow on Mount Silver was good. What was another one I liked? Not getting Sing used on us. So, Sing puts us to sleep. And there's only a chance that we're going to wake up if we try to attack. And also, if we click fight, there's like a chance we'll wake up, but then like after that, there's not going to be any more. They're not going to allow us to use any moves. Later on, you still got to pick a move, and if you awakening. And if you woke up, you could still use the move, but something they hadn't gotten around to doing, I guess. CLEFAIRY also has a fairly high special stat, so Thundershock is not going to do great, but it is like the only attack move that Pikachu has right now. Probably try to soldier around. All it seems to be doing is growl. Okay, pound. It used pound there. Oh my, did it use pound. Okay, it is a level 14. I'm going to go ahead and swap out, because this is not ending well for Lester. Captain Floofer should do alright. He has a level advantage. And that growl is a good indication that Tackle's not going to do as well. Also, the TM we picked up, the TM-12 we picked up back there, is actually a water gun. So we're going to be selling that too once we get the chance. Usually, if I started with Bulbasaur, I would use water gun like a random Rattata that I found so we could have a water-type move. There's some very rare fossils here. Okay. But overall, actually I'm going to go ahead and leave. And heal up at the Pokemon Center right outside. That way I'm not wasting more items. That's a good idea. But I actually used to use the TMs. If I found a TM, I would try to find a way to use it, even bide. But I know better now. I know that I can, sell them if I don't need them. In fact, what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to actually go to the PC and store that TM, so it's not taking up space. Someone's PC is for storing Pokemon, Radio's PC is for storing items, Professor Oak's PC is for checking your Pokédex, but we don't really care too much about that. Actually, I think it will be a good idea later on. I'm going to just maybe catch some Pokemon off screen, because in order to get certain items, we will need to catch a certain number of Pokemon. In fact, in order to get the HM for Flash, which we're going to need in a later cave, I think I need at least 10 in my Pokédex. So I'll just catch some random stuff, lock them in the box, never use them. Let's put Pikachu back out front so we can get some experience from Zubat. And I'm feeling a little lightheaded from talking so much. But that happens. I don't normally talk a lot. So I guess, I mean, I guess I talk a lot if I'm with friends, or I talk a lot if I'm working, but, because, I'm a Vidya-game salesperson, so I gotta sell them Vidya-games to people. Talk about what Vidya-games are awesome. I'm not gonna name what company I work for, because I don't really want to name names, but, Vidya-game retail, you could probably tell what store I work for. All my friends know. They don't know what store I work for. But, I really don't want to name names. The company I work for is, like, they're very particular about... I don't know if they're really particular about naming names so much, but, we've had people at our store, like, make a Facebook, oh dear, we might not be good for this. Magnemite is an electric-type Pokemon, and, we either have something that is, well, that won't do well at all because it's only an electric-type move, or we'll have stuff that's weak. I'm going to take a chance with Floofers here. I feel bad about this, because I'm fairly sure that Magnemite does learn Thundershock, but we may turn out okay. I don't know. He keeps to be using Tackle. But anyway, people in our store tried to make, like, Facebook groups based on, like, people who work at our store, and tried to get us to like it and stuff, and they've gotten taken down because corporate didn't like that. Plus, I don't want to get, fired over Facebook or anything like that. if I talk about our company too much, so I'm not going to name names out of sheer paranoia. Voltorb is another electric-type Pokemon. Although it doesn't learn a lot of electric-type moves. It can, like via TMs and stuff, but it doesn't learn a lot. It learns mainly moves that have to do with exploding itself and other debuffs. Like, it was using Screech a couple times, which may have offended your auditory sensors. But that lowers defense. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, because we're running low on time. And when we come back, more Mount Moon. I've been Radio Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?